Hey, it's Mikey Mike. Hey, we're in Ventura C-Street and having a great time in September. The winds were up, or we're hearing this weird heat bubble type of thing, but this is the only place in SoCal that the winds were up. It was blowing about 20 to 25. I was on the 11-meter Switchblade, and I was powered up. A little assist on the beach launch here in this little pocket at C-Street in Ventura. It's a small little launch area, but yeah, it was tons of fun. So I staged my board down the beach a little bit, and we're going out to tackle a little bit of the surf here, try to get myself out. And this is the first time I've been in the surf, although there wasn't very much surf here today. There was a few Septs that came in that kind of catch you off guard. But yeah, so there was some rocks. Fortunately, I had booties on, but the waves, I was getting worked pretty good, just trying to catch through some of these waves. And kind of the first time I've had to deal with waves. You know, I've been surfing before and things like that, but not having to deal with a kite and a board, and a very buoyant board as well. So you can kind of see some of the rocks getting under the swell there, and my buddy Mike kind of got a hold of one of those on his leg, which didn't look fun. So I powered the kite up here, and I'm now, fortunately, the wind is strong enough. I was able to pick up a little bit of speed and body drag out quickly. And that was my attempt, is to body drag past the surf zone and then get up. So I probably could have just started in one of these positions here, because there was nobody on the beach to hurt. And there was a pretty good, even if you got into trouble, you would slide across the sand and it wouldn't be that difficult. There's no rocks or anything. So I made my way out to past the surf zone and for the first run here, and hey, we're ready to go, and the winds were pumping. So I was having a little difficulty getting the board on my feet. The winds were strong. It wasn't gusty really, it was just strong. It was about, like I said, 25-ish, and it was great. The water was pretty, I would say, calm, but there was a lot of little swell and some chop. It was late in the afternoon, and the wind's kind of stirring up a little bit, but hey, that's kiting. And there's a lot of little launch ramps to get off of like that, and there was some good swell coming through. So, but it was fun. It reminded me a little bit of Lake Mojave when it's a windy day, but you're out in the middle of the ocean, that's for sure. So I was working on my transitions, and I had to trim the kite in, even on the 11-meter today, because so you can tell it. I was 200 and almost 70 pounds again on this session, and yeah, 5'6", 270. There goes my buddy Mike Joy, flying about 30 feet in the air. He was killing it. So heading back towards the beach and working on some transitions. And there's a lot of traffic running around, so I try not to get tangled up with anybody. And these guys are just flying through the air everywhere. And my buddy Brandy, oh my gosh, he was doing some kite loops and some back rolls and all kinds of crazy stuff. So there, usually I always down loop jibe, but this time I tried to go overhead and kind of tap the water, or kite in the water. I was still able to make it and then just continue toe side. So I was happy, so I just kept going. My buddy Mike Joy cruises by and flying through the air again. So I make this time I was going toe side all the way out to the outer banks there, and did a nice transition overhead, and was able to kite. So it was nice not to have to, get out to there and fall back in the water, and lay there like bait. So definitely a lot more fun to make the transition. Yeah, toe side I struggle still. It's a little hard, just physically hard to stay toe side. So I made it into the beach here, and I think that was the first session. I can't remember if I'm going to go out again. But here come the waves, and I'm like worried about getting mangled. And I ended up down in the kind of the rocky side towards the south a little bit, and there's a little point, and that's where the rocks are. So yeah, fortunately I had booties on, but the waves are coming in, and now I'm trying to get my footing, and I'm all on these big boulders and rocks. Some of them are sharp, some of them are just slippery. And so I kind of bailed the board and figured out myself. And you can see all the rocks just kind of scattered around. And then my board flips over nicely, and my fins weren't exposed, so that was kind of nice. So there goes the board, flips over, and I just work my way back to the beach. So we're going to go out for another run. And I'm getting worked again, and there's a little surfer guy over there. He's actually helping me out. He's handling his board and my board. And then here comes the waves again. So definitely be powered up so you can kind of get through this kind of surf zone here. And if you're going to body drag, do it as quick as you can. So if not, you're going to get worked. So here's my buddy here helping me out. But you can see the next set's coming in. A lot of guys on twin tips can kind of just get up and go, but I have a strap surfboard too, but kind of limited on mobility. But hey, I'm out here. I'm having some fun. So working on some transitions today, and just having a great day kiting. Ventura C-Street. It's kind of an intermediate advanced spot, especially when the waves come up. It's totally advanced spot, so don't even think about it. Or you'll be in the pier, in the barnacles, and down in the boneyard, and that would not be fun. And we don't want to get the kiting community all wrapped up. So stay at your skill level, that's for sure. And today I thought I was well within my skill level. And there goes Brandy, he's cruising by, and these guys are catching some serious air. I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun. So down loop jibe and continuing toe side, and it's getting about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock maybe ish, and the sun's kind of coming down a little bit. See a little bit of glare on the water, kind of like a winter session. Water wasn't too bad; it was pretty nice. And another over the head jibe back to the other side. There's a person in the water right there. Kind of looked like a turtle, but it was a person taking pictures of some guys doing some jumps, I guess. And it was kind of startling when I saw this person out in the middle of the ocean just kind of floating around there. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So, but figured it out pretty quick, and then kind of tried to stay out of their way because they were all just kind of going back and forth, jumping over this guy. So I'm getting kind of in the surf zone here. See the waves kind of breaking. And back toe side. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. The swell was up, and my buddy Mike's back there doing some serious jumping. What a great day. It was awesome. I had so much fun. The winds were perfect. That was kind of that kiss of the kite on the water there, and then went toe side there. So still working the toe side and work on those transitions, just kind of carving and turning. Having so much fun, watching out for some traffic. There's people going by right and left. Not as crazy as Belmont, that's for sure. There wasn't that many kiters out there, but it was still a little bit of traffic, and these guys are moving fast too. So definitely having some fun, getting back in towards the beach a little bit here, and I can see the swell starting to kind of move up, so kind of fall back in the water, watching that chick loop so it doesn't get quick released. And I'm like, oh, I'm in the kind of the surf zone, but you know what? I think I'm going to spin around and go back out. So this is where I know I can actually kind of be close to the surf and still make it. And And once I did this, I realized that I had to jump over a couple waves. So back to that down loop jibe. And still able to unspin the bar without going too far. And there's that person in the water right there. I was like, oh no, what the heck is that? So he's over there taking pictures of his buddies. Hey, this is Mikey Mike at Ventura C-Street. Hey, leave some comments down below. Hopefully we'll see you out at the beach. It was so much fun. And thanks for all the help launching and landing. What a great community, man. I'm telling you, it was a fun place. And the winds were perfect today. Like I said, about 20-25 miles an hour, maybe a little bit higher on the 11-meter Switchblade. It was perfect. Holy, it was awesome. A nice, early afternoon sail with Mike Joy, and then a nice late afternoon session kiting. It was great. So here I'm getting worked again in the surf zone, trying to get back up, and we make it back to the beach, and a little help landing the kite. So hey, leave some comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, man. Peace.